In this lesson, we're going to set up your composition, bring your design in, and then separate out all the layers. Congratulations, you made it to the After Effects part. I definitely love Illustrator, but animating is my one true love, so I'm super excited that we've made it to this step. So before we can begin animating, I have to show you how we're going to bring the Illustrator file into After Effects. This is what After Effects will generally look like when you open it. So all you're going to do is select New Composition, and then rename your composition to match the project you're working on. As I mentioned, we're going to be doing standard HD, which is 1920 by 1080, and that's a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. We're going to keep our frame rate at 29.97. However, we're going to change our animation so that it's only 15 seconds because we definitely don't need a minute of space on our timeline. And I'm going to leave the background color as black and hit OK. Now my computer is pretty fast, so I can work at half quality, but I recommend working at quarter quality if you have a little bit of an older of a computer, but just test and see what works best. Where we're working with our simple line illustration, even at quarter quality, your lines will still look good. So then we have to bring in our file, and we're just going to go to File, Import File. And again, this is where our naming and having our file system comes in handy because we know exactly where our Illustrator file is. We're going to click that, and we're not going to change anything. We're going to keep it as footage. So that might sound counterintuitive, but we're actually going to be bringing in our Illustrator file as merged layers and footage. And then we're going to hit OK. Once you hit OK, it's going to open our illustration in the project file. And if you'll see, it has a little Illustrator icon beside it. And all you have to do is drag and drop that into your sequence. So we're going to right click, go up to Create, and then hit Convert to Layered Comp. What this is going to do is it's going to change our file to a pre-comp. And a pre-comp is just a group of layers that are all in their own separate composition. When you double click the pre-comp, it's going to open up all of the layers. So these are all of the layers we were just working on, and they're all separated out and ready to go for us. Then you're going to select all of your layers, right click again, hit Create, but this time we're going to create shapes from vector layer. And you'll see that it created outlines for each of these layers. So we actually only need the outlines that After Effects created for us, so you can delete all of the layers that have the Illustrator icon beside them. Once you've done that, we're going to rename all of our layers. You can name it anything that'll help you identify it, but this is why I wait and I don't do it in Illustrator, because I didn't want it to say Tower 1 Outlines. It's just a lot cleaner to go ahead and have the name exactly what I want it to be. We're going to select all again, copy, and then we're going to go back to our main composition that we created when we first started and paste it. And then really that's it. All of these layers are named and they're After Effects shapes, and they have our little group in them that has the After Effects path. After you've done these steps, we're ready to save. So hit Command or Control S to bring up the save box. And then we're going to put it in our After Effects folder that we created. And again, making sure that we name it something really clear so we understand what the file is. And just like that, we are ready to start animating. I hope you're as excited as I am, so I'll see you in the next lesson where I'll be showing you how to use the Trim Path tool to bring this awesome design to life.